Hey guys, just about to install the 622 Nextbase dashcam. I think it's GW 622 GW, or maybe it's just 622. It just says 622 on the box. But I haven't seen many videos of Honda Odysseys, 2019 generation. So I figured I'd do one for you guys here, and so it's had pretty good reviews. I got it on Amazon for Prime Day, plus also the rear dash cam. So I'm planning to install the front and the rear. Let's see how it goes. I've seen these videos where you kind of tuck the wires and the lining using the plastic prying tools. So yeah, I'll plan to use that. They actually gave one with the Nextbase, so I actually give this little prying tool. But yeah, we'll check it out. Forgot to mention too, guys. I got a like these fuse tap kits where you can tap the power into the fuse, not just like your cigarette lighter, because the power that comes with it, it's just a plain like cigarette lighter. I'm gonna put it right here. It's like I don't want to, like some cars don't even have cigarette lighters. I think the Odyssey has one, but what I'm gonna do is button it up and put these fuse taps in. So we'll look at the fuse box and see how it goes. So this is for a 2019 Odyssey. Planning to open up that cover, maybe put the wires in under that black piece for the rear view camera, and just tuck it along the lining here all the way around, and then under there and go all the way back. You get the idea for the rear camera. And then the power just go down here from what I've seen. And then you got the fuse boxes. That's the diagram. And you got like two main sets of fuses, two boxes. We'll check it out. So I'll have to read the diagram and see what I could tap into. I don't want to stop anything from running. From what I understand, there should be extras, right? So I'll just try to tap into that. I opened up this plastic casing for the rear view mirror. Looks like there's space in there where I could probably hide some of the extra wires. But I'm planning to kind of tuck it, just kind of seeing how it'll work. I'm planning to tuck it behind where this other wire goes to the rear view mirror and hide it here, like the two wires that go into the camera for the rear view and the power, the fuse tap. And I'll just kind of tuck it along the lining here, how I showed you earlier. But right now I'm gonna place my camera, the holder that sticks to the windshield and the camera, just to line it up so I could kind of get a gauge of how much wire I need. Okay, I attached the base there that sticks to the window, ran the cable around where the present cable kind of tucks under too. So I'm just gonna hide it like so. Here you can't really tuck it in. I think it's just bolted with the center console, maybe the visors, but you're able to kind of start tucking the cable in here, so I'm able to hide it all the way through. So that's kind of how it looks right now. I'll keep working on tucking it all the way down. We'll see how it goes. So yesterday I tapped it in. I did the fuse tap for this. Did the testing. There was power coming from the cable on the fuse tap, but the line that goes in here, the positive line, but then there was no power charging the camera. And then looking at reviews, it looks like there's actually this light here at the side of the Nextbase wiring that has a blue light. It'll indicate if it's working or not. Input flashing or input output solid, but there was no light. So I think the cable was bad. What I did was I'm getting another cable, pulled this out, wrapped it up, ready to go. But just want to let you guys know, maybe tap it in, make sure there's power to the cable first, and then you could do the the wiring. Otherwise, you do all that work, then you got to pull it all back out. So just a tip. So we'll see. I'm gonna get the new wire tomorrow, and then I'll go from there. So since I gotta wait for the front wires, I'm just gonna work on the rear view camera, fishing that through along the side. So I'm planning to just, go from the front and then fish the line through in the lining, go down here under this panel, go through the lining here, all the way back down, all across the lining and up to the back right there. And just plan to kind of fish it through. So from what I've seen is you can go through the back and then through this arm, and then you do the wire up here where the rear view camera goes there. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so this piece just pops off. There's like 4 connectors here. So it kind of just looks like this. So you can just use like a prying tool and just pull that off. So found that to pop this piece off, you gotta pop this piece first. So what it did was I just removed the interior light, and then from there you could kind of pull down here. And then from here, it looks like this part's has a 10mm bolt here that you gotta remove. So I'm gonna remove that, and then I'll hopefully be able to get in there to run the wire through. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys, so I'll be right back. Okay, just wanted to show you, I got this cover off. There was like a clip back here. You can see the little hole there. We had to take that off. And then I was able to kind of play with this and pop this off. I took off the 10mm piece. I'm just about to pull this whole piece down so I could kind of see and fish the wire through back here. So we'll see how it goes from there. All right, as I'm pulling this down, I saw that there was a Phillips screw here that was kind of holding in place. So you undo that, then you're able to pop the rest of it off. And here I can see the airbag curtain. So I'm planning to, I see some of the wiring is kind of dark. Well, I'm planning to fish the wire where the existing wiring is, kind of like how I did the front. But I'm still kind of working at this. It looks like this thing screws off. So you might want to do that before you take this piece off. So just showing you guys some of the tips, but let's see. I'll be right back. Let's see how it goes. All right, I pulled this middle panel down more, and I was able to pull this off. You got to be careful. There's a speaker wire there if you have those rear speakers. So I just kind of pulled it down, seeing if I have enough room just to kind of fish it behind here, make sure it's behind the airbag. You see that wire, existing wire here. So I'm gonna kind of tie it down all the way through and just like tuck it in behind here and just start putting it under without pulling everything down. So I'll be right back. So I decided not to screw around, just took off the speaker wire. All you gotta do is kind of just poke. I don't know if you can see it. I just had to push down this clip and it just pops off. Better to just not create a problem. So now I got all this space. So I'm planning to probably just attach my camera. So I'll run the wire down here all the way through and fish it. Go down along, see where the current wire is, and just go down here on the L shape. Go back here. Looks like it runs all the way through and go behind the airbag and just loop it all the way back down there. So that'll be the path. So I'll be right back. All right, took some time, but I want to show you guys what I did. So here's the wire. The camera's already attached. I'm gonna run it back here. I'm plugged in here, zip tied, so along the OEM wire, looped around through, and then just following it along here, along with the OEM wire, and then zip tied. So I zip tied it up here. Zip tied it up here, make sure it's loose for when the door opens and closes. Run around. The wire is zip tied again. Can't really see it, but back there. And it goes through. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes through there in the back of the airbag. Zip that, going back down. And the wire just goes all the way through over here. Let me show you again. So, you can't really see it, but through here, comes behind the airbag, zip tied it there. Made sure that there's play here, so when it opens and closes, see, so I have probably like an inch of play, and I tuck it behind the bracket here, and then stuck it behind the airbag right above. Come through, zip tied to this cable. Now I'm running it along behind the liner all the way, and it pops out here, and I'm just gonna go all the way to the front from there. But pretty much once you get this part in, you're good to go on the back. So let me just go clean this up and see how it goes. All right, here's the camera, guys. I have it tucked in now. Had to continue it because it got dark, but I'm gonna start on the front now. It's the next day. I got the part in now for the front wire. When I tucked it in there, looks pretty clean. Goes all the way back. Got it all the way down on the lining, all the way through. Tucked it in here, went around there, tucked it in here, and I just kind of looped it through, all the way through. I actually had to open the center console to really get like a clean look, but I tucked it in there where the existing wire is. I popped that off. So I'm gonna plan to tuck the front wire in the same place and kind of loop it all the way through. So I got my new one. So hopefully this works fine. I gotta test it out before I install it though. So we'll see. All right, so I plugged in the new cable where I had the fuse tap in, and you can see that the blue light's flashing, input's okay. So this one's working. Oh, I'm happy. So just letting you guys know how I did it. I tapped it into that fuse, which is the horn. So I figure as long as there's power to the horn, I know there's power. And even if the horn doesn't gives out, then it should be fine. It's just a horn. Yeah, I mean, there's other ones that you can do, but it's a 10 amp fuse. And then the ground, it's right here. I don't know if you can see it. I tapped it into this bolt. So I put the ground in there, the fuse tap in there, 10 amp. So that's how I did it. Pretty nice. And I'll just kind of clean this wire up. Probably tuck it under here somewhere. All right, got kind of bright, but I'm gonna tuck it under this piece, tuck it all the way through, just go up here the same way. All right, so just wanted to show you, pop this off. What I want to do is run the wires through like where this OEM wire goes. You see right there in the middle. Run it through that same one to give it that OEM look, hopefully close to that hole. I had the rear view camera go through right behind it, so I'm gonna see if it fits, and then that way once I patch it all up, it'll just be have that OEM look. just tuck it all the way through right here. And then I opened the side panel here to expose the side airbag. So you can see here, this is where I have the camera. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but you see that I have the rear view camera tucked through there, going all the way down, going through here, behind here, and then just tuck it all the way back behind that airbag. And then just all the way down. All right, so let me work on it and I'll show it once I have it all done and zip tied. All right, put the middle upper console back up with the interior lights. I don't know if it's focusing. You can see the two cables running right behind. I try to get it as close as possible, but it's kind of not enough space. That hole's not enough space for all three cables. But it'll be pretty clean once I cover it up, I think. And then just ran it all the way through here. And there it comes out, so I still gotta tidy it up, but just wanted to show you what it looks like. So let me close this back up and run it, and I'll be back. All right, here it goes. I got it tied up to the main wire there, zip tied there, white zip tie. All the way down, zip tied here. All three wires, with one going to the back, and then the one with the fuse tap running all the way down to the side. Add a little bit of extra cable, so I just zip tied that there. Just run it through and under. And there's my fuse taps. Where is it? I can't really see from this angle, but yeah, I showed you that earlier anyway. So I just got to clean that up a bit, put everything back together, and we'll see how it works. All right, guys, back. I put the panel back, tucked everything away. It's all in there. Camera's there. Everything's clean. Let's see how it goes. So it's on constant power for parking mode. Let me just turn it on. Oh, cool. So even with the power mode, it seems to just switch on by itself. So yeah, I just need to, I just haven't put that away, but I'll clean that up. Yeah, hopefully this helps you out. I guess got to figure out the setting. I don't know if that can turn off automatically once you shut off the vehicle with power always on, but maybe that's something I'll have to kind of live with. All right, well, hope this helped you.